Welcome back to the Gallagher Shots YouTube channel. I can't be arsed, neither could Newcastle United. My name's Emil. Here's your player ratings from our horrendous loss at Aston Villa. I wore this to remind us of the time we beat them 6-0 because it was a nice time, wasn't it? Martin Dubravka in goal. Take away the fact that 2 goals went in his net. Great performance. He kept us from having a shocker with some outstanding saves. He maybe could have done more to anticipate the goals, but I think that given that it stayed at 2-0, you have to give him some credit for that. 7 for Dubravka. Yedlin, he gave away a stupid free kick. What the hell was all that about? That started the meltdown, didn't it? And defensive flaws were really exposed in this game by a very pacey Villa side. He made them look like Barcelona. The entire team did, in fact. But Yedlin had some slight redeeming qualities in attack. He put that ball into Carroll. Apart from that, fuck all. 3 for Yedlin. Clark, he looked distant in the centre. Villa constantly breaking through our side. He allowed a lot of the balls to pass him by. It was a very poor game from a player that has been on pretty much very good form recently. It was very much part of a terrible defensive game. Clark gets 4. Dummett, shambolic defending for that second goal. What the hell was all that about again? Just moments of madness which cost us here. He was waiting for others to do his job. A lot of ball watching for the entirety of that match, and he might as well have not been there, maybe apart from one clearance. Dummett gets 3 as well. Fernandez, another free kick given away that killed us off in that first half. Just needless, wasn't it? His header maybe should have been a bit stronger. It did force a good save from Heaton, who was on quite good form, I would say, but yeah, that was about it from Fernandez. He showed some of the fight to press forward in the second half, but we can't be relying on defenders to do that. 4 for Fernandez. Willems probably looked more solid than the rest of them. A few sloppy moments at the end where Villa just picked the ball from his feet and he was falling over. He set off some decent early attacks. Best of a bad back line, that's all I can really say for Willems. 5 for him. Hayden had a positive start but faded as the game went on, really. It was some decent tackles, but it was just a frustrating game. He did lack support in the centre, as usual, but it was not his best day at all. You can't just say it was down to Shelby not helping him. That corner, that's just, yeah. 4 for Hayden. Shelby, some of his usual strolling around, turning into Sean Connery there, but wasteful, really. If anything, he offered some decent play going forward, but when I say some, I mean very little. Very poor choice of captain, I would think, for a team needing leadership. We did miss Lascelles in this game, but 4 for Shelby. Almiron, man, honestly, another game where the pressure just mounts. He needs a break. Just leave him out for one game, perhaps, or God knows what he needs, but his pace could have been brutal with some end product. He had very little control when he was running about, but running around just didn't hit the spot on this occasion. 3 for Almiron, another in the 3 bag. San Maximan, again, the only real creative outlet we had to try and excite. However, it was his poorest show we've seen from him so far. He struggled slightly less than Almiron to finish up anything. But yeah, didn't really know where he was going at times, and the shots he did have, it just didn't really come to anything. 6 for Sam Maximan. Joelinton desperately needs support. He desperately needs help up top. The 3 shots that he did have, well, they were weak, but at least he won tackles, at least he won aerial battles. Sadly, that striker role, we need to score goals, but Joelinton didn't lose us that game. Let's not forget that. Joelinton didn't lose us that game, neither did Almiron or San Maximan. It was the team. There was some good defensive work, but, you know, just part of the problem for goal number 2, Joelinton as well. 4 for him. Carroll came on for Dummett after 60 minutes or so. He at least showed some drive. His shot was saved. It was also unlucky to deflect, but he needs service as well. 5 for Carroll. Gale came on. A lot of people making the case saying it should be him and Carroll start the next game. Why not? He came on for Joelinton, though. He didn't get a chance on the ball, sadly. By then, the game was dead anyway. 4 for De Gale. And Atsu on for Almiron. The game was done by then again. Strange attempt to head the ball, but, you know, maybe Atsu has got himself a claim to start now that Almiron really isn't coming up with the goods. This is just, I was minging mood after this game. It was a classic Monday night game for us, crashing back down to reality. Sadly managed to make Villa look very good. Heaton was on very good form again. But, you know, anything we threw at them, we still needed a lot more. God knows what happened, really. I don't think we should lose our minds. I've seen a lot of people seemingly forgetting that we did win 2 games going into this. I think it could be a lot worse. There were some positives, but we just wait for Man City now. However, last time I said that, we went and beat them. So how typical would it be? How are the lads? God, it was horrible, wasn't it? Fucking hell. I should turn it off now, yeah.